I wanted to go ahead and talk about the new Amazon Prime series, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. AB, I don't know if you can do me a favor and see if this is based off a book, because I know there was the movie with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
but
this is nothing to like.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say, because this Mr. and Mrs. Smith is completely different from that movie. If I could compare the two, I would say the Angelina Jolie and what did I say? What's her name again? Brad Pitt. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
If I could, like, the difference is like those would be like the if the fancy version. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like the commercialized, like what you expect a spy to look like.
How I took it is maybe this is like how they became the Mr. and Mrs. Smith that we saw Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but the only thing is
it was different. Yeah, that's just the difference. So like when they met in the movie, they worked for two different companies in the movie.
True.
So it was damn near like the Angelina Jolie company was damn near all females.
Right.
And Brad Pitt was like all males, and I think they fell in love on two different missions, and they weren't necessarily supposed to kill each other just yet. Like throughout the movie, they were given that mission to kill each other. But with this, it's a whole company that hires different Jane and John Smith. So it's not just one. That's like the whole catch. It's not just one Jane and one John Smith. There's a bunch of them out there. Yeah. And you work for, it's called the company, and you can have you can be low risk, high risk, or super high risk. And the characters that we watch with Donald Glover, what's my female's name? I think her name is Maya Erskine. She was also the main character in the Blue Eye Samurai. She voiced her. But yeah, we follow these characters, and they are high risk, not super high risk. So they get, jobs that is dangerous, killing people or whatever. But it's an 8-episode series, and just comparing the movie to this, it's like almost night and day. Like, I feel like the movie might be a little bit easier to consume because it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They're good, nice to look at.
They got chemistry because they was already married.
Facts. And with this one, they are set up together. So there's no, like, they meet on a job or nothing like that. They are set up to talk to each other and handle jobs together. And they come with like a marriage certificate and everything like that. They get a whole place to stay. And, every day they get messages to do different missions from somebody called a Hi. Mm-hmm. And that's the person that's supposedly running the company. And
how do you feel about Donald Glover?
Yeah.
How do you feel about his acting?
It's good. I actually liked him a lot in this. It was a couple of episodes where he kind of really shined and came through.
He
executive produced this too, I believe too.
See, I'm on
it doesn't say if it's based off a book or anything like that.
No, I just said it's a remix.
A remake?
I thought it was a novel too.
Yeah. But
I don't know. I just think like his goofiness comes out a little bit too much when he acts. So that's just a nitpick I have.
In this, I have a favorite episode, and I think it's episode 5, where it's more of a like, because you see like the ins and outs. You don't really see, like, the missions are there, but they're kind of like in the background. Like they'll go do a mission and you kind of see that aftermath of that. And so it's not like because with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, they had the crazy action scenes. They super saucy.
Right.
They not super saucy. I mean, they cool, but they not super saucy. So
yeah, it was like I don't want to spoil it.
But I would even say Jane is better than John in this.
She's more cold and calculated.
Yeah, and he was more so like figuring it out. Like he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Because they both end up, they both went there because it was almost like a last resort.
Right.
Because something happened in their past that led them to choose this CIA branch of the company as being a Smith or whatever. But it definitely shows, like, it lets you know, like, yeah, this is definitely not like the glamour as like what the movie would show you. Like, it's not shiny. It's more so like rusty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a couple of times in the series where they came close to like, oh shit, if they would have did this or they would have did that, they could have easily died. I will say this though, like the first 4-5 episodes probably were the best. But as it got towards the end, it got a little like what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of went in the direction. It was like, well, I wish they wouldn't did that, because it was like, because the stakes have always been high. Once the show starts, you can tell like it's a smooth ride, but something happened at the end of the first episode, like, oh shit, I didn't expect that, and so they did a good job at that. But it lets you know it's high risk. Right. You feel me?
They had a lot of like big name actors in it too. Oh,
for sure. Ron Perlman, Sarah Paulson, even what's my man name that played the Riddler?
Yeah,
Paul Dano. Yeah, so they have a lot of cool cameos in here. But yeah, man, you actually meet other John and Jane Smiths in here, and that's how they find out that it's not just them out here. But yeah, I mean, I think all in all, I kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't nothing what I expected it to be. I did not expect it to be like it's more dramatized. So like I said, the action is there, but they not super saucy. Like, they definitely make mistakes, and it's funny too. And the girl, Jane, I have seen her. I haven't seen her, but she voice acted in the Blue Eye Samurai, which is also a really good anime you guys should check out on Netflix. But she was amazing in this. She was really good. The chemistry between her and Donald Glover is really good, and it brings you in emotionally. And like I said, one of the episodes is more so like a therapeutic episode where they go visit this therapist.
Yeah.
And for some reason that shit hit. I'm like, damn, this shit is. It's more of a good story than a good action series.
Yeah, they had the same kind of like scene in the movie too, where they like was. I think that was kind of like the background kind of scene where they was like at a therapist, kind of like discussing their emotions and like how they feel.
Okay, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And at the very, very end, the last episode was
cliffhanger.
It was a cliffhanger, but it was the exact same as the movie, where the whole trailer of the movie is them trying to kill each other. And that happens at the end of the series. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but they do have that Mr. and Mrs. Smith fight. Yeah, I was just
season 2.
Yes, it's definitely gonna be a season 2.
So?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's just the way they ended it. And how it came on. I think is it Alexander Skarsgård?
Yeah, he
was in the first.
Or was it first? Is it Bill or no?
Who was Pennywise?
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, so it's Alex Skarsgård. It's the one. It's the dude, the buff one, the big one.
Okay.
I think he played Tarzan.
Yeah.
He
was on True Blood.
Yeah, so he was. I think in the beginning they let you know like ain't nobody really safe, because he plays a John, and his girl, I forgot, she's pretty famous too. She bad. I forget her name though.
Parker Posey.
No. I forget her name. But she's a Jane, and like they're in this house chilling, and it's to start going down. But you would think, because they such high actors, they would be the main characters, but they let you know like, oh no, it's not good. Like people get knocked down in here. I'm like, oh,
Did
okay,
Drew Barrymore them?
Yeah, exactly. But if I can give it a rating, real dope show, and I'll give it a solid 7.
Yeah,
it's a solid 7.
7.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit. I would have preferred it to be. Well, I don't know. I'll wait to the second season to see what they go with it.
Like the production is really good.
It was fire. Everything was fire. The production. They actually went to places like the sceneries was fire.
Right.
It wasn't just shot in like New York or something like that. They was all around the world with it.
There's a lot more depth to it than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, like I said, they brought the drama, not so much as the action. Because like I said, they could have expanded on that a little bit more. It would have been nice to see them pull off certain jobs, like because you hear about some of the jobs that they do, and you kind of see it in the background. Like they show you clips of what they did, but it wasn't like the main topic. It was more so their character studies and them interacting with each other. But I'll recommend it. I recommend to watch this though. So yeah, I'll go real dope show at a solid 7.